Oh my God. I had to delete that last video. My computer died, and if it keep doing this, I'm gonna have to go live on my phone. I hate that. Um, but yeah, my computer died. Somebody unplugged it. I don't know which animal unplugged it. They must have stepped on it because I moved to a different vicinity to be closer to the internet and to get out my kitchen because I got tired of putting up that my backdrops. But anyway, so getting back, so I got to start all over. I've been working up 2 jobs, and I didn't go in. I know and I moved into the dining room to be closer to the last video. Pulled my plug out for maybe Danye, and so my computer died, so I had to delete that video. But getting back to what I was saying, oh, thank you to you can't hear me. What you mean you can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Because you should be able to hear me. Is it better now? Is it better? I'm still lagging. All right, well, I want to thank you to my new subscribers. Thank y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you for giving me the chance and opportunity. I really do. All right. Stream y'all always messes up when I have it on in a minute. P. Diddy was convicted of the Mann Act. And like I was saying before, I had to delete that last video, is that the Mann Act is really a racist act. Only black people have been charged with that. Chuck Berry and Jack Johnson, because they liked white women. And when they would transport them over the state line, they said it was prostitution. Prostitution. Charlie Chaplin was charged with it, but that was because of his political views, and it was later dismissed. It's a racist law, and it needs to be taken off the book. And that's what he got convicted of. And I'm going to give you a history of that. The Mann Act, officially known as the White Slave Traffic Act. That's what it was called. The White Slave Traffic Act. That's what they convicted him of. That's bullshit. I don't like Diddy. I clear his character has always been flawed. He's always, but the feds never had a case. They should never, but they only proved domestic violence. He a horrible person and a pervert. That is it. They didn't prove nothing else. And then they got him convicted of this racist law meant for us. The Mann Act, known as the White Slave Traffic Act, is a United States federal law that criminalizes the transportation of individuals across state lines or international borders for prostitution or other immoral purposes. It was established in 1910, so you understand the thinking. It was initially passed in 1910 with the aim of combating white slavery and the interstate trafficking of women for sexual exploitation. The Mann Act was designed to address concerns about forced transportation of women for prostitution and other immoral activities. The original law made it a crime to transfer a woman or girl across state lines for prostitution or debauchery or for any other immoral purpose. The Mann Act has been amended several times, most notably in 1978 and 1986. The 1978 amendment expanded the law's protection to include minors of both sexes and addressed the transportation of minors for sexual exploitation. The 1986 amendment made and replaced the phrase any other immoral purposes with any sexual activity for which any person can be charged with a criminal offense. The Mann Act has faced criticism and controversy due to its broad language and past misuse. Initially, the phrase any other immoral purposes was internal activities because what he did, it was consensual with uh 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 50 Cent baby mama, Jane Doe, and it was consensual. Yes, it was. They made calls themselves because they said they called Diddy, said he had a Tootsie Roll. So, include precepts. Now, this is how it is. Extramarital sex. How do you have a moral law in an immoral society, in a moral government? Come on now. They need to get rid of this. And interracial relations, because like I said, the only two people, black people charged was Chuck Berry and Jack Johnson because they like white women. Come on, stream, y'all. You getting on my nerves. Jack Johnson, the boxer, was convicted under Mann Act in 1913. Look how old this shit is. For transporting a white woman across state lines for prostitution, but it was widely believed to be motivated by racial prejudice. Yes, it was. He liked white women. And they got Sean Combs, but they ain't say nothing about Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry loved white women. Despite amendments and controversies, the Mann Act remains a relevant law in the fight against human trafficking and sexual exploitation. It's some bullshit. That's how I feel about it. But that's pretty much what he was convicted on. He was found not guilty for RICO and the other because they were consensual participants as far as I'm concerned. Now, the male escort is suing Cassie for aborting his baby and giving him an STD. And he said it was consensual, that she started stuff with Diddy and that it was consensual. He got a book coming out. Damn, what's the name? I guess I got to bring this up. Let me see. What's the name? His name is Clayton Howard. He was seeing Cassie for 6 years. He said he was nervous um, the last night, and he needed the cash. He accuses his attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, of stalling the lawsuits in order to protect Cassie's reputation in the trial. She ain't no rush. She's a hoe. I mean, I don't understand. Then you got Tisa Bell saying, well, she's not. She a hoe. Hoe need love too, right? He said he addresses why he's going after Cassie for monetary damages rather than criminal charges, telling us the U.S. Attorney's Office is well aware that she was a co-conspirator with Diddy, but they only cared about getting Diddy, and he got a book coming out. He even accuses the government of not caring about male victims, saying it was all about Diddy, Diddy, Diddy. As for the rapper getting off on three of the more serious charges, Clayton gives his raw thoughts. Clayton sued Diddy and Cassie with some bombshell claims that she gave him an STD and forced him to have sex with her while she was on her period. Now, he did do an interview with Tasha K. I recommend y'all go watch the interview. It's quite enlightening. It's like an hour long. I don't like Tasha K. I don't subscribe to her, but I did listen to that video. So what happens now? We just gotta wait for his sentencing. Okay, now let me get to this because I don't want this to be. So now this previously 1 billion worth Diddy is reporting using $1 cans of mackerel as currency in prison before trial. So he's selling cans of mackerel. He found the hustle in there. And I'm not going to read this article. I'm just going to pretty much leave. Let me see. Hey, what is that came in? So they gave him a laptop. Let me see. Okay, we're gonna get past that. What is that? 424. It's our recap part. So when Cassie asked for dismissal of Diddy's subpoena, Candy Ventura was pushing back against a subpoena from the disgraced rap model, which demanded she hand over drafts of a memoir and her bank statements. Ventura argues that Combs' requests are overly broad and premature, and she's seeking to stop the subpoena. It was issued on March 19th. So that, but legal experts say that any non-disclosure agreement from that settlement does not prevent Ventura from testifying against Combs if subpoenaed, especially in cases involving sexual assault or harassment. So that's why the NDA was ruled out. She had to testify. Let me see. Is this the Terrence Howard saying about Diddy? I'm trying to find this next article. Just give me a minute. I'm on it. Justin Bieber. Oh shit. No, damn. I don't went past it. They still doing the fireworks. Hmm. Oh shit, I need to write this down. We need 24. Because I be having so much information. He He cussed at them cats. Okay, so this is it. Diddy's legal trouble gets yet another. So BBC did another documentary on Diddy. The Rise and Fall will reportedly launch for BBC Three and iPlayer. Yinka Bikini will speak to close sources to unveil the industry which propelled the bad boy mogul to stardom and allegedly protected him. My job is to tell stories, he said. But never did I imagine it'd be telling this one. Investigating the alleged actions of Diddy has forced a spotlight onto the darker side of his life, many of dream of belonging to. We sang his songs, bought his lifestyle, watched the shows, and wanted more. That's a fact. The new documentary aired April 28th. Before this, and it's a new BBC documentary, and you can still see it. And then TMZ did the rise and fall of P Diddy on Tubi. So let me see. Okay, done with that one. I think that's it. Okay, now we're going to. Now we on the recap part because we did the other stuff. Just want to get all this stuff on my phone for real, for real. Oh, I got that from my boy Fly. I miss him. He says he was debating going to the Diddy trial and he asked the public to vote on his podcast with Cameron. Let me see what they voted on. So then we know P. Diddy rejected his plea deal and they wanted to offer him 20 years. Who would have dropped that too? I took him to court too. And when Cassie's Johnson, obviously Mace did not show up to the trial because they sure didn't see him. Then Diddy added a new member to his dream team, Xavier Dawson. Dawson is in over 2K at a film firm he co and he works complex federal. Then he added Young Thug, my man Brian Steele in Westmoreland. Man, love him in Young Thug. Couldn't have it. But that prosecution was so dirty down there, just like they weren't quite as bad as Diddy. Okay. Oh, so then we got Kanye West is calling for Sean Diddy Combs to be released. And he was Stevie was still out rocking with him. And Kanye came to court. Where was his other friends? Yeah. So you gotta commend Kanye because if it was my friend, I would have showed up too. Like now he know who his real friends are. And Kanye did a song with Christian. Joe, a rap song. I believe it's already out. I'm just trying to get this stuff off. Okay, let me see. Okay, we're done with that. 2016. Mm-hmm. What is wrong with you? I you had a bone. Oh, it's the fireworks. They ain't gonna bother you. Oh, then Don Richard came in there to testify. She tells jury she witnessed the violent assault on Cassie, but New Orleans, she destroyed testimony. So alleging that him beat Cassie, but they get on her testimony, her suicide of her own physical, psychological, and financial abuse by Diddy. She claimed he regularly groped her buttocks and breasts without permission and once tried to punch her and locked her in a freezing cold Bentley. Sexual proclivities with other fully consenting adults. So, like I said, Nicole Westmoreland destroyed her testimony. I'm just deleting all this because I'm trying to get all this out. Make room for some more. And we already know who was on the list, so I'm not going to read that. I'm just deleting this stuff. I've been home all day. Thank you for my new subscribers. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Oh, we ain't gonna talk about Diddy's truck first. Let me delete this up out of here. Yeah, we not interested in that. I know I'm not, because we know he beat the government. He beat the feds. He beat the feds. Damn, I didn't know I had all this. Dang, this was a long article. Okay, then we got. Let me delete this stuff. Because I want to get into these videos. We're going to day 26 of what he did to these men. Because it broke my heart. But I want to get all this. Give me 1 minute. I know this going slow, but it's going to get better. Trust me. Trust me. Damn. This must have been a day when I was doing major research for real. Damn. That's the Obama. And it's funny, I'm closer to the internet and it's still acting up. And I rebooted. Oh, here go, here go, here go. So Prince Harry, he addressed the Diddy allegations, the one who married to Meghan Markle. He was put into this Diddy drama. It has surfaced that within Prince Harry's claim of damages over alleged unlawful behavior, which was settled in January, there were allegations about the Sun magazine and its motivation for publishing articles tying Harry with John Diddy. In court, Sun was motivated by revenge when it published a front page story saying he was a part of the Diddy parties. One of Diddy's rivals, Suge Knight, claimed that President Donald Trump could pardon him. I doubt it because he wasn't supportive, but the bad was currently facing Suge Knight apparently said he gonna be all right. So then Justin Bieber came out. A spokesman for Justin Bieber confirmed to People that the singer was not a victim of Diddy. Although Justin is not among Sean Diddy victims, there are individuals who were genuinely harmed by him, the rep said, shifting focus away from Justin Bieber to others. Yeah, I still think he did that. When Sean Diddy Combs was arrested, a source close to Bieber said he's aware of Diddy's arrest and all allegations, anything he wants to focus on. At that time, his wife Haley was giving birth to their son Jack. Y'all mess with that boy. All right, this is the last one. Then we about to get in the meat of it. All my stuff gone. Thank you about Sean Diddy. I ain't got to do no more recap or nothing. That's the last article. Where you at? Where you at? You ain't Trump. Oh, they talked about how the disgusting ways he like Diddy like his hamburgers. He like pepper on his burgers. I don't know why that was breaking news, but he put applesauce on his burgers. That is nasty. So that was a big thing. Okay, now we about to let me delete this. And we about to get in these videos with day 26. Cause it really I don't know how that made an article, but it did. All right, now let's get into it. God damn it. Hopefully this other phone, damn it. Oh yeah, it is on this phone. God damn, we got this. I'll be right back. Let me light my cigarette shit. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, y'all. All right, let's get back into our recap. Then Diddy had to be rushed to the hospital. And this is not going to be long.
Diddy leaves the Metropolitan Detention Center jail. Reports say he was to the hospital hours last week to get an MRI. We're just learning out this. Did you hear about this trip? We're going to go through everything we know so far, plus a little more. We're actually going to sections officer and deputy warden at NBC, the very jail Diddy's being at times by their hair. These assaults often resulted in injuries that took days or weeks to heal. Following the assaults, Combs, with the assistance
Oh, we're not going to go on that. Anyway, he was taken to the hospital that one time. Oh, shoot. We're not going to go into this. Let me delete that video. And then it was found out that girl said that his body, he got her off the 17th floor. That was a lie. That came out. So Cassie lied. They ain't said nothing about perjury or anything like that. That turned out to be a lie. But this was broke my heart. Was day 26. What make a grown man cry?
Now, Q, you dated Don Richard.
Yeah.
For 5 years.
Yeah.
She recently sued Diddy for sexual abuse, and she claimed Kathy. She said that he sexually abused her for 10 years. She also said that he owed $1.5 million. And there's a whole lawsuit at this. See this? How do you feel when you hear this?
Stupid.
Real
stupid. You know, young. When you're dating someone older, like she's about 7 or 8 years older than me. So I guess when they dating someone young, they don't really expect them to be in the same level as them. So they figure they could get away with things, keep certain things from, but get all the information from you. Get stuck your energy, get all your information because you're the young, but you know they feel like you're at their level because they're older. So I feel stupid and I feel great, and I feel like the truth is not out there. My hair to ruffle any or anything, you know. I mean, the truth will be real. Yeah. People would hear everything. I can't really, like I said, I can't talk about it right now. I wish I could. But yeah, I feel very stupid and I feel very, very played. Cause I didn't know. I thought we were tight. I thought we were close enough. We knew everything about each other. I thought she knew everything about me. So why couldn't you tell me that Sean was doing that to you, or you talk to my family about this and we talk about that, we talk this, that. Why it wasn't never a discussion? You know, I don't understand. I just don't get it. Because we all would have, if she did he you know, I probably would have been, I don't know.
I believe you was something too. I know the
I would have said nothing happened. I just thought that in my brain. Because how the energy felt from, that's a newcomer.
Wow.
Go so far, but at the end of the day, that's my money. I'm the pimp. Those are my hoes. And that's the mentality. Not saying that's what he said, but that's the mentality of the business of what it was. I'm the pimp. You're gonna work for me. You're gonna give me all the money, and that's what it is. You're not gonna get no money. take your money. And I don't know.
I'm lost. And then was sued. The whole thing, how Jay-Z is accused of raping a 13-year-old. There's no proof that any of this even remotely happened.
Right.
The 13-year-old was never there. She said, good Charlotte watched us. They were on tour in the Midwest. She said, my dad picked me up. The dad said, that was 3 hours from our house. I would have remembered driving 3 hours in one direction. She's autistic. So you see other things, what's happening, people jump on bandwagon.
Everyone is not a victim, like
Facts.
what you was just saying, like as far like everybody is not a victim. People portrayed it to be victims, man, and I just feel like you gotta at some point be like, you was down with it until it then go the way out and be like, oh, you sexually harassed me, or because I'm not saying that didn't happen over the case, but what I'm saying is you could have been spoke up. There's so many times where you could have said something to where people would have been like, wait a minute, what's going on?
Because I even said that. She was like, I wish Dawn would have told me that crap. She was like, if Dawn would have told me that, we'd have been at
Not saying that she is, because there's been times where she was in front of her dad and Puffy has disrespected them. Like saying like
Diddy would disrespect Dawn
in front of her father. Yeah, like he'd be like, yo, I don't give a fuck about your dad being here. You my bitch. Yeah, my bitches.
Wow.
you get your ass whooped.
Yeah.
Like that. I ain't got that.
Very, very weird. That's two different people when he's high and then when he's regular. Like I know she's not lying, but the truth is not all coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I remember when I interviewed Roger Bonds, he told me he saw a situation where he was getting into an argument with Cassie. And I think like her father called.
Yeah.
He got on the phone, was like, I'm her papa now.
yeah, that's what kind of what I'm trying to say.
Like, I'm your daddy now.
Yeah, that's
Cassie's father.
Wow.
language he would talk to the girls of like he's a pimp, like he's the man. Not just
Puff
him.
Daddy, like-
Yeah, Puff Daddy. Yeah. But not just him. It was like I said, like I had issue with Roger too, from what I had saw in the email, and I've been told them all about that long time ago when I broke into
That's not an agreement.
No. I had the email password because it was given to me. I checked it, and I decided to be investigated and check it. That's when I saw going to the room, smoking weed, kicking it. What two grown adults gonna go to the room, smoke, and come to the hotel room and kick it and do what you think they're gonna do after they smoke, man? Come on now. I'm not stupid. Y'all very attractive people. I'm just saying, that's when I have my red flag in the air, like, yo, man, you're not right.
Why'd you guys break up?
I can't talk about that.
Okay.
But I did talk about it. I did talk about it, but I can't really discuss that here. We got out my way. But you will find that I've been very parent. I keep that away.
Oh
But
shit.
it seems like all Danny Kane has something bad to say. I mean, Dee Woods said she had troubling interactions.
Yeah.
She said he did scary predatory spaces, and hearing somebody say some of the most degrading things to me. Somebody constantly treating you like a piece of meat, only valuing you for your sex appeal. In some of these environments, as he was, Aubrey O'Day has been outspoken since day one. When he got arrested, she said, there's no vindication when you're a victim of someone. Anyone being exposed or any truths being told don't change the reality of what you experience. It's a forever thing. You have to wake up every day to choose to evolve past it. It doesn't go away. It's like childhood trauma. We don't like to think it disappears in our 30s. But really, we just are realizing how bad it really is in our 30s. The purpose of justice is to provide ending and allow us the space to create a new chapter. Women never get this. I feel validated. Today's a win for all women all over the world. That's for me. Things are finally changing.
Bless the Lord.
When I saw Q cry, I don't know what was in that email.
I'll keep it very short. Things felt very sacrificial. I don't want to sound like I'm a conspiracy person, too. You know what I mean? Because I'm not. To where I ran to get help. I ran to I took up with my family. I convinced her dad or something. Years. I was.
Hello, I'm live right now. I'll call you back or you come in the live.
Oh, okay. Are you talking about the Texas flooding?
Diddy.
Okay.
Diddy, bro. I don't know why somebody would do that to a talented, passionate people.
Guys, I'm telling you, it just seems like
What did Diddy do to this man to make him cry?
Today, honestly, almost had me in tears.
Same thing, kind of like what Fred said he was going through. It's just, I didn't experience suicide thoughts. I experienced other thoughts of being harmed and stuff.
Yeah, I have people in my family who are schizophrenic other people.
So for like years, and I don't cry this no more. It's like
This made me cry. What did he do to this man to make a grown man cry?
I'm happy he got really bad. So,
Yeah, man, I'm sorry to go through that.
it's okay.
Yeah. But at least they found something that actually helps you out to stabilize you. A lot of people, they self-medicate, whether it's pills or whatever else. Yeah, man, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Not good.
Yeah, I guess like if this would never came out, I still would have been secret about it. I wouldn't just like snitch.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna just deal with it. And I don't know why somebody that evil would. I don't get it. I don't know why somebody would do that to talented, passionate people.
Wow.
Talented, passionate people. I understand. It's okay. I feel like I think about Ernie. Wow. And laugh about it after they do it, you know. Like I don't get it. That's why I said none of them are innocent.
What did he do to him to make him cry?
Y'all all come at the million when y'all were part of it. Hell, y'all were down too. Like that's not fair. That's not fair to him. That's not fair. Fair to me.
It's not fair to people with actual story that actually, whatever, opposed to it being real people that went through real stuff, you know.
Did you ever confront Diddy about this?
I kept trying to get in contact with him because all I wanted was an apology. All I kept saying, like, could you apologize? Like, could you just apologize for what I can't do right now? But to apologize because something was wrong with me, man. Something was wrong. And like on your last Black interview, you could look at me and tell like something's wrong. Like I wasn't the dude's person. I wasn't cute. I looked like stressed. I looked like I was in that place. So like
the Q scene.
Wow, this is Isaiah Robertson.
And when he's high,
what up, Playboy? What up? Be very excited. Then I saw a high Sean too, which was very dangerous. So that's why I said I feel like he's in jail, and I'm not judging anybody. I think he needs prayer help, but he's in jail because he's a danger to himself. First of all, and he's a danger to the world right now. And I think there's a lot of people that are scared that they come to be here. That are very scared because it's a scary situation. It's not just him. That possibly there's people around him that got you bored. This is really deep, man.
What did Diddy do to day 26 to make this man cry? He is evil. But the government did not win their case. They did not.
With Sean. So I would say I he's in jail right now. Just
saying, and this is what I'll touch on as
This
well,
is
guys.
Isaiah.
You can get to the point where demon within him, you full part of.
Now this Freddie P. Because Freddie P was messed up. Freddie P crying, what are you doing to these grown men to break them down like this?
a lot of rappers out here that got secrets with Puffy. Imagine Puffy Playboy. You know, Playboy don't work about that, man. I can get us a call me to the island Playboy. Won't be no security. I'm not gonna get percentages from negotiating and making this deal, but you gotta give up that butt. You gotta give up that butt and royalty.
Freddie P from making the band.
Yeah.
First making the band group.
Yep, and he broke down crying.
As well.
Dig, and that nigga just couldn't take Fred no more. And trying to win his life. So that lets you know a lot of other things you did. Or what a nigga could be capable of. You know?
This Chopper.
Had Sarah spooked in the boots. Sarah didn't know what to do. Sarah just red and pretty. She timid, you hear me? She ain't from the streets, you dig? That lady was spooked, you hear me? Me, I'm looking at it nonchalantly. I didn't care tonight. I'm trying to get something like a young, something everything. Not come from, you know, the doing all the talking. That's just talk to me. But Fred ain't take it. Fred ain't take it that way. Fred took it like it was serious, and the way it sounded to me, it sounded serious. It sounded serious as well. It sounded like a nigga that would threaten you. If do you something that would have sounded like the, you know. It sounded like a threat to me. That's what. Yeah. That's facts.
What reaction when Diddy?
He was like, and Fred and Diddy was threatening him. Every time he kept making different statements of the threat, he just kept taking his finger out of his mouth and put his hand on his knee, and he looked at the Diddy, and I can look in his eyes. You know, I've been around Fred enough. I looked at his eyes, and Fred was looking for objects. You heard me? Like, don't sleep on him.
Here's the question, right?
Wow.
Because
like he said, you had to give up that buck.
Like, he was like, man, money, man, what you think you bad or something? He was like, nigga, I'll buy every house on your block. Shut every light off on that. When you come out of tell you that big part. Shit like that, you go to in every house, you go to picture every light on the block going on. And that silenced me. And for you to make that, people ask why I left the band. Like, that's why I left the band. Like, that's why I didn't do Dave Chappelle.
He said he tried to take Diddy out.
We was like the G-Wagon. He had a little 2-2s. I had a little pistol or whatever. I had the Mac. He had whatever. Waiting on his. I'm out.
Diddy, he told you directly that he'll buy every house on your block, and every time somebody come out, they'll get shot.
Hell yeah. He said, I shut every light off on that.
That's why
I'll let this play. I gotta use.
Very interesting. And then he was outside waiting for Diddy to take Diddy's life. Boy, oh boy. You know what's interesting? Something that I just remembered. I rapped for Diddy before outside of the club, but I could not remember what I was trying to rap. And now I look back at that, it was the Lord. Not putting me in these different situations, not allowing me to get in these different situations where something probably could have happened to me. My mind could have been completely destroyed. You realize people who get in these situations and their mind is messed up. Sometimes I showed you the video of Day 26 the other day with Q completely tearing up and crying because he's seen a sacrificial email. Now you got these different individuals all coming together. Every band he made from making the band are all coming together and say different things that all coincide with each other. It can't be false. It can't be. There's also another story I just heard. It's another episode where in the documents of the lawsuits filed by one of the Making band members, they talk about kids coming into a party. Boy, bruh. They're talking about kids being bought or rented and getting flown over to a party that they had. Moral of the story, you guys, there's a lot of people who wanted to be in the shoes of a lot of these different individuals who they thought had the opportunity of a lifetime. But clearly, they didn't. Their minds got destroyed. Their mental state was destroyed. Q takes a shot every month because he was diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar. Fred, suicidal thoughts. There's also a video of Sarah saying how traumatized she still is. So while different people were thinking that they weren't in good positions or they wish they was in these positions of making the bands over that, trust me, you don't. You don't. There's also a video of Chopper saying he seen Cassie, and Cassie was saying she never did anything to Diddy. All she wanted to do was pursue her music career, and all that stuff happened to her. That's the problem with a lot of these different individuals who think they're God. They think they're in a position of being God. Why you get inserting? I say no. Because who they are dealing with thinks they're God. And if they say no, God forbid they say no, their dreams are destroyed. And people sell themselves for what they want to be. But what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Because he wants the world. He wants what he sees on TV. He wants what he sees on the social media. Not even knowing what's behind the scenes. Complete demonic activity. Complete demonic activity in your mind, your mental getting destroyed. To the point where you need therapy. You need help. No, you need the Lord. Light. You need truth. You need the key, hallelujah, to the spiritual prison that you've allowed yourself to go into. You come into these different agreements with these different people like Diddy, like Jay-Z, like Beyonce, even with her drummer. You get into this place where you're spiritually in prison. You're in bondage. You have a lot of fear within. The only way to come out of that is God. That's the only way. Because with God, you can be humbled. With God, the Lord takes away the shame. The Holy Spirit filling you. It's like, what can you say about me? I don't care. I'm dead to this life. Say what you want. And with that comes freedom. With that comes true liberty. With the Lord, there's no condemnation. So that shame is out the window. That guilt has left the building for the most part. What can somebody say, or how can somebody embarrass you? You've already humbled yourself. The Lord put you in that state of mind, which is beautiful. Hallelujah. Pray for these different individuals, man. I mean, every time I see different things like this, I get in this state of, Lord, help them. You know, not just for their mind to come back, but for them to see you. You know, it's much bigger than what we see from the outside perspective, guys. It's much bigger. It's spiritual.
I'm sorry about that.
Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Oh.
It's crazy how I just showed the day 26.
But what did he do
Now, the first
to Freddie to make a grown man cry? Here. Okay, I'm back. Oh.
If you look at what's happening now, as we're sitting here and having this interview, and afterwards we're gonna go have some dinner and live our lives. Facility, possibly facing life in prison.
Right. That's sad in itself as well.
I didn't just coming.
Yeah.
No one could have predicted in 5 years. With all the other crazy stuff that came out. Like, for example, were you guys around Kat?
Yeah. She's our close, good friend.
Good friend. Did you see any of the abuse?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah. When you saw that video in the hotel hallway.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Man, that could be any man and any woman that was not deserved. No matter whether it was Diddy and Cassie or whoever it was, that just is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, that was horrible.
I mean, that video was awful. And I mean, he's being held right now under a RICO. But I've said this publicly. The freakiness and,
That's why they didn't prove it. But the R. Kelly, he was a RICO of one.
whatever. Like that's allegedly, he may or may not be bisexual, whatever. All that's legal. I don't quite understand what exactly he's being charged with.
Me neither.
Do any of you really understand?
I mean, other than him other than that.
No, but he's not being charged for that.
Exactly.
That's past the statute of limitations.
Paid off or whatever, right?
Yeah, she settled.
Yeah. I don't know, because you can't. I don't think you can go to jail for Vaseline or baby oil.
Yeah, but now you got baby oil back on the shelves again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He hasn't been buying out the world supply anymore.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think he's a danger to the world right now.
I think trafficking. They said sex trafficking and I think it's racketeering.
I mean, that's the RICO part.
Yeah, man. Racketeering.
But what did he do to these men to make them cry?
Same thing y'all hear on social media.
People start traveling, and there are a bunch of like moving parts.
Yeah.
And there's been news of that.
Yeah.
It's just.
I'm just giving you some still bad stuff that everybody talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I do see some stuff that's weird. Like you can't go to jail for baby oil. Why is this even a part of the? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like it's just certain things that don't ring right to me. I'm not one of the people that's gonna believe everything I hear anyway. But
Well, I was with Dirty Money, and I sung background for them when I wasn't a part of Day 26.
mm-hmm.
So I was able to be around them through the album process and creating Last Straight of Paris. And what I witnessed, like when he's regular, he's very cool, very giving. Like it will invite you to dinner. You know what I mean? Need you around the table. What up, Playboy? What up? Be very excited. Then I saw a high Sean too, which was very dangerous. So that's why I said I feel like he's in jail. And it's a scary situation. It's not just him that could possibly hurt you. There's people around him that are still close to him. Or it's just really deep, man, with Sean. So I would say I think he's in jail right now just for a good reason.
Well, I didn't. No,
I don't think he's around. Well, you were.
I was around Roger Fox.
he was wrong, right? And he witnessed all the abuse.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is, basically consistent to what he was saying. Was that Diddy was, over time became a drug addict.
Yeah.
He would go on these drug days, go on these binges, and during the binges,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying, trying to rejuvenate type of thing.
He's also the person that said that Diddy said that he never cared about making a band, and he never planned on using making a band successful. Like it was
just basically like a lick for him.
Yeah. Like he never really had a business
Issue with him, and I was kind of like nervous around them because I was in the email and I saw some things in a personal email that threw me off guard. You know what I mean? To make me be like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand you crying now and of the trauma that you've seen, but what about me, bro? Mm-hmm. Like, what about the trauma you put me through when I read that email?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's just not like Sean that's guilty. They're all fucking guilty, man. Like, and I don't just put the blame on Sean. I blame everybody that's in his circle. They're all minions and they want to be like him. And if they can't be like him, they try to come against him. If they don't got the money or they can't get it as quick as him or whatever he's doing to get it, then all of a sudden it's like, let's turn against him now. You know what I mean? Because I guess whatever, I don't know.
Well, you said that you've seen the drugged out Diddy.
Yeah.
What would happen during those times?
Well, I mean, I'll keep it very short. Things felt very sacrificial.
Shit. Okay.
Conspiracy person. When you're under a power, man, it's just I can't go into details now, but sir, like, I'll tell you, it felt like.
So when he under demonic power, because that deity in my previous videos, I talked about the deity, that the voodoo deity he has on his back that's supposed to be a protector of women and children, but he was an abuser. And that thing backfired on. He don't even know. And the rituals, because Erykah Badu has a video out on the rituals that he would do.
Like some.
So this what he talked about.
Going on, man. Like, it felt very scary and weird. I ran to my doctor, spoke up randomly. I spoke to people around me because I was like, if this is true, and I'm caught missing or dead or something, I want you guys to know facts and the truth of what I'm going through and experience.
So when you guys heard this,
We was in tears. Like,
oh,
yeah.
wow.
In tears. Real. I love my brother. What's going on? Tears. Real. Yeah. Hurt.
I got to get an injection in my arm every month for mental now, for the rest of my life. Frantic and bipolar. The same thing, kind of like what Fred said he was going through, but it's just, I didn't experience suicide thoughts. I experienced other thoughts of being harmed and stuff.
Yeah, I have people in my family who are both schizophrenic and other people that have been bipolar.
What was in that email? Freddie P cried. He's about to cry. What did you do, Diddy, to these grown men?
It's real scary when you got to keep it to yourself. Yeah. You start doing things. I was like walking around Rochester, bro. Like, it's like I really like lost myself for like years. And I don't cry about this no more because I'm stronger. But it's like I was going crazy, bro. Trying to figure out like what's going on and things that I'm feeling becomes light in intervening and removing me from that situation because it could get really, really bad.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry to go through that.
It's okay.
Yeah. But at least they found something that actually helps you out to stabilize you.
Yes.
I think a lot of people, they self-medicate, whether it's with pills or whatever else. Yeah, man, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Not good, man.
I'll give you guys a minute.
And I guess like if this was never more, I still been secret about it. I wouldn't just like snitch.
Yeah.
That right there broke my heart. He said, I ain't no snitch. But this man violated you, did something to you.
I don't know why somebody got evil with.
She broke my glass.
I don't get it. I don't know why somebody would do that to a talented, passionate people.
Yeah.
We talented. talented, passionate people. I don't understand. Oh, it's okay. I don't understand why someone think about hurting someone. I don't know, or laugh about it after they do it. You know, like I don't get it. I don't. That's why I said none of them are innocent. I'm not here to expose anybody, but none of them are innocent, man. I'm like, none of them are innocent. Y'all all coming after this man for millions of dollars when y'all were a part of it as well. Y'all were down too. Like, it's not fair. That's not fair to him. It's not fair. Fair to me.
People with actual story that actually just try out to get something, or you know, whatever, opposed to it being real people that went through real, you know.
Did you ever confront Diddy about this?
I don't try to get in contact. Like, could you just apologize for what I can't? Because something was wrong with me, man. Something was wrong. And like on your last flat interview, you could look at me and tell like something was wrong. Like I wasn't the enthused person. I wasn't cute. I looked like stressed. I looked like I was in a dark place. So like you could tell like something was wrong. Like I didn't go into
this is real. And
we gotta take a break.
Yeah, let's take a break.
What did you do to this man?
Okay, so some of you already had your feet wet, you know, with actual.
I'm gonna let this play.
Outside work life. Okay, you mentioned that. So coming into, you guys had some experience. Not getting to like a
we got here. Yeah, it's nothing like the level ahead.
You know, once you go from the other situations you have to now working with Diddy and the whole, you know, making the band, what do you think was different in terms of the creative process?
We really didn't have very much say so. I would say that. As far as like, you know, songs, as far as
First album.
That first album we were
The songs was picked and everything before we even came into the situation.
And it was a great album. So yeah, this is nothing we're against. It was a really great album, but at the same time, our creative portion of that wasn't in hand. We did a lot of the second. We had a lot to do the second album and moving forward. You know what I mean? So.
Well, Brian, you said in terms of working with Diddy, you said when Diddy would walk in the room, there was an aura about him that scares you. It's interesting.
Somebody said this years ago. Speak on it, man.
Well, but you know,
No.
you. It wasn't like scared. Don't be scared. No, it wasn't that it was scary, and I might have like used them. It was just like, okay, I gotta prepare for whatever Diddy I'm about to receive. I gotta prepare for that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Cause like sometimes it'd be like, yo, what up, Playboy? And sometimes it'd be like,
Don't try, motherfucker, do.
yeah, don't try, motherfucker, do. You know, I'm just like, I was doing it. You know?
You know, you guys talked about the first album, how you didn't really get a lot of, you know, say so in it. And I think in that same quote, you know, Brian talked about it. We said we didn't get to do that in terms of selecting songs for the first album. We were in Diddy's office going back and forth. We were underdogs on anything but him, talking with Babyface. And
That second album would have been crazy.
Okay, second album, right.
Second album, we had a lot of records, and then we did some other records that was okay. I didn't say too much, but it was not the best records that we could have possibly had. And we had records that we felt could have replaced those records. Right. And he said, I done gave your ass enough. Yeah. Now, if you say something else, I'm gonna take something else.
That's what I'm
You paying bills with those records, basically.
All right, well, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. You say we get 7 songs out there. That's all we get. Get my 7, get my
all right, man, I'm out.
Well, right. I guess there was a meeting that happened where you guys are picking songs you like. He was like, nope.
Yeah,
And then
we had an extreme album.
Yeah, he made it okay.
What do you
Say
mean?
that?
He made it okay. Yeah, the album we had it was extreme the way we had it.
Oh yeah, no, it was extreme. We had overdid it, but I guess he had favors or something.
That's
He had
it, favors.
Ain't no such thing as overdoing it. Like if you have an amazing album, you want to put together the best possible album.
He was doing what he had to do.
Well, then he should have done his favors on some other.
And he could have did with the people he got favors from. Honestly, we could have got dope records.
Yeah, we could have dope records.
They really dudes. They really did some stuff, but we get caught in that.
I mean, do you think in retrospect, if you guys got to pick the songs you wanted to pick, it would have turned out better?
Hell yeah. Without a doubt.
We would be having a different conversation right now.
I mean, that album did relatively well.
And it's still a good album.
Yeah.
It's still good.
Well, I mean, look, the first album, Day 26, came out in 2008, went #1 on the Billboard, 108,000 records first week. And this was the third #1, making it was like on a roll.
Right.
You know, putting out the reality show, then putting out the album, going #1, doing it again. So you guys were happy. I mean, who doesn't want a #1 album?
Yeah, of course.
The second album, Forever and a Day, it went #2.
Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all.
Sold the first week. That's still great.
Yeah,
It is.
That's still.
I just want to get through this.
I said you said that was good.
Yeah, I just said.
And you guys couldn't even take it to a lawyer to negotiate it. It's basically taking
It was non-negotiable.
Yeah.
non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Isn't that standard with most of these like reality show kind of deals?
Yeah, it is. Going in, we didn't know that, but as you go back and figure it out, a lot of them are non-negotiable.
It don't really matter most of the time if your show is not geared towards something you're supposed to be making money from, like your music. Like you know what I'm saying? Most of these shows is like, take anything, but you're not getting really publishing next. If you go just listening to
This is like extended version, right?
Yeah.
You do reality show and music.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
Well, I remember I interviewed Lotto when she was still more.
I love it.
Right? And she had done that show with
Direct Game.
Exactly. And she's basically Dupree's contract with her wasn't good enough, so she never signed. You know, she wasn't offered enough money, whatever.
He did something for a while.
Here's the funny part. I interviewed already done. And he's basically like, I'm letting her put out those records and not really tripping on because I don't really need the money. But if she wants to really be technical about it, to be frank, she signed to me.
Yeah, 3 seasons later, so after she won,
Well, after Diddy's Homes got rated, you actually put a video saying that he robbed the group.
oh yeah, just talking about our publishing and things of that nature and the money they see.
y'all do your homework.
That's pretty much it. That story ain't gonna change. Taking my money. That's the same story.
I see you, Vlad. You do this. You research.
That ain't gonna change.
Yeah.
We want our money
Now,
You know what
Not
I'm saying?
now, but right now.
You know what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna act like it's cool. We want our money.
So what do you guys owed? She didn't get the publishing.
that his kids got it, and his mom.
Huh?
Damn.
Publishing
His mom and kid.
signed. Who owns that?
Say it again.
Well, I mean, you guys signed a deal.
Oh, true. And how it was, taken from guys who just really was coming from passion and different walks of life. And looking at an idol, an icon, and we, believing that this could be something for us and moving into that direction. And then for you to, not saying you wrote the handbook, but at the same time, you put us through things we didn't have to, you know what I mean? Because we came in pure-hearted and with talent. And I guess the lack of business savvy at the time allowed us to go in directions that wouldn't make you owe us per se, but at the same
Which is what most artists do who are new. They don't know the business and they get taken advantage of. video was removed, so let me get rid of that. Now, Freddie P says Diddy mom is the devil. This caught me off guard.
You heard about how Diddy mom came out defending him? She made a comment saying that Diddy is not a monster.
Not a monster, she is.
Wow.
She's the monster. She created that, and y'all gonna see on that Netflix. I'll just check it out. I don't want to go there. Because a lot of people like last time probably like, oh yeah, what I want to say about Netflix, genuine to the point that he's not trying to compensate you. That's why I say they don't give me enough money. He's not trying to. He don't want a story about. You know, he don't want. He wants to tell the truth. He really trying to get to the bottom of something. And I was like, yo, that's a smart. That's a smart ethnic. You get what I'm saying? Even though I might have wanted money, he looking at it like, nah, like Nick, I don't want you. The real one was a lot of people was caring what Puffy was thinking. A lot of people want to be his friendship, so you don't get the real of him. This DVD gets to the mom.
Wow.
The fucking satanic behind all this shit.
Satanic. There you go. Say it, Freddie. What you say?
She is his. Like they like. I can't explain. She just knows she's the devil, bro. That's how I see her. She's the devil. Janice Combs is the fucking devil. That bitch got everybody money. Yeah, man, I don't give a fuck what she talk about. Yeah, you go out there and tell me. Seeing her defend Diddy, like, sit your ass down. You the worst person. You the wrong one to talk. You got somebody that you, like, that's like R. Kelly coming and talking up for you. Like, Nick, shut up. We don't need you. Oh, Diddy innocent. That's shut up, Kelly. Not right now. That's her. Shut your ass up.
Well, you see where he get it from. Now he said, I believe Diddy's boyfriend was Farnsworth Bentley. I do too. I gotta take my insulin. Oh, I gotta take my insulin. Oh. I'm about to let this play. This Freddie P. But this way he said he believed his boyfriend was Farnsworth. I do too.
With Puffy, of course. I think he can think everybody around him gay, and I think I'm still around him unless you that either you are with this or this bother you. There's not a man I can see Diddy hanging around that I don't think he ever at least tried. He's not being your friend. I love you, Daddy. He's not like that. You know, you deserve it, Daddy. And he kind of like one of the people in that community. They trying to spray you to everybody they could on it.
Let me check.
Like, we know that straight man. We know when they're trying to tell us that they're sleeping with somebody. They gonna give you attitude in front of the homeboys because they know I don't give a fuck. Like they gonna give you one of them because y'all share beds together. They don't care that we know no more.
Facts.
It's shoes, nigga. They get the same attitudes that women get. So if you ever been around Puffy to me and your best friends or brothers are hanging in and all this other stuff, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. If you are, you are. But yeah, you either took part in some foolery, aided some foolery,
enable bad behavior or have your own skeletons that heal it. You know, or I'll do this while you do that. We all good. We don't give a fuck. Let's all go on a pain and do it. You wanna, you like to have sex and why it's dirty. Whatever you do, and he found out you do, he can allow you around. I gotta have something on you. Like I gotta play with your little hole or something. Puffy, it's an addiction. Turning people out. That was his addiction. That was his addiction. You know, there's plenty of people that he could have. His addiction. Oh, now look at Bentley and all these.
Come on now. I'm almost finished. I'm just trying to get through this.
Thank you every chance he got. Talk to you like that. He talked all of it like his business. And now that I learned that they really were his business, that's why I got so much respect for Gene. Because a lot of them niggas is scared to do what Gene doing. And people like us don't fear no nigga, man. Like, we don't fear all that shit, that fake image you got, because I know it's a like Gene that's like he look. And then I see a nigga like that as I don't fear it. I don't care. I'm used to that. I smoke with that. I chill with that. I hang with that. We get along. It's him who not used to us.
That's deep.
Puffy not gonna really have you around if you're not, unless you're family. He not gonna have you around if you're not with the shit. I think Fonzo was his little girlfriend at one time, because you have to see how they was conducting themselves. I don't want to say about Benny, because Benny got kids. And I got respect for him. Like, he was.
Well, you done said it now.
But the way they used to think. And plus, he had put something on his Instagram. He put something on his Instagram like 5 months ago. Like, let me tell my story. Something like
he did.
Because he telling him something like that, whatever. But
he stole some shoes.
Don't want to pay you, giving millions of dollars away every night. You know, acting like he can't pay you on time, want to fill your butt, all this weird ass shit. You gonna steal from him too, nigga. And you might not even be a thief. You just sit, nigga. I used to have a cousin. I got a cousin, you know, and nigga getting all these pounds. And every day buying this girl a 100 shoes. My brother doing all the my dead brother. He busting a pack. He getting it out the mail. He count. He know a cousin. Brother was on everything. I go over there, like, got some shoes at your crib. Alright. I'm looking at the floor. Like, Nick, you better take from that nigga. What's wrong with you? He ain't looking out for you, and they gonna take from you.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so I don't look at Farnsworth like no.
That's a fact. They gonna take it. Okay, 2 more clips and I'm done. Good. Now he said he groomed his children. Now this way he said he groomed his children.
You heard about how the feds they found over 1,000 bottles of lubricant and big oil at Diddy houses?
What are you doing with it? I think that's weird, bro. I think, let me be honest. We all gonna sit back and have allegations or suspect a certain thing of us about a person, but until them feds show pictures or somebody come and actually show proof, we can't believe it. But when you got 1,000 bottles to add with all the stories, a 1,000 bottles. you didn't give a fuck enough to get rid of. That's what his cockiness stood in there. See, when you're P. Diddy, at 30 years, I got this. I know how to slide them in and slide them out. I know how to move the drugs. They ain't gonna check on P. Diddy. Reality check, man. That's all it was. He got too comfortable. It's only one king. It's a king of your house. There's only one king. King of all kings. And he gonna remind you every time.
That
Puff, bro, your ass. Wow. Freaky Man. That nickname, Freaky Man. I look at his kids and everything. It's more deeper questions that I be wanting to know. Like, why were you so infatuated with a child that wasn't yours? Were you grooming that little boy?
That's what
I don't even want to start those conversations.
That's what I said. What did you do? Because Quincy is a nice looking young man. That's a fact. Yes, he was groomed. Yes.
Not your child.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And for you to keep him that close, it's like you kept him that close because he might got your secrets because he's not your child. So if he's not your child, and you that type of person with that type of character, you don't mind.
Facts.
And you know in your mind, he's not yours. And now you keep him real close to you. You make him his daddy. Why? You make sure he's separate and you come with everything. Why?
Facts.
You got one of them little Michael Jackson secrets.
Come on.
You got one of those secrets that he can't tell nobody because his legacy, his manhood gonna be, and not only that, his brother don't gonna look at him crazy. Only Puffy know. Only God and Puffy.
Quincy, right?
I don't know. All I'm gonna say is, I don't know.
I'll be sure, son.
All I'm gonna say is, who's infatuated with another man's son now, like that? Like you, cause that seemed like growing to me. I got, that's his daughter's brothers. Get the fuck out of here. Huh? Can't daughter got brothers. That shit go. I'm not your mother.
I thought the same thing.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't there, I'm here. But I'm not married to your mother. You actually my stepson. I keep you with me. I treat you like what for? I want to know what Justin Bieber, I want to know. Justin Bieber, look at his life change. This man, that man is terrified of Puffy. I saw a video, I'm in the streets, dog. You know fear, dog. I lost it. No fear, man. The white, they scared. They don't roll in crowds with niggas and guns. You know, when they get slapped in the mouth at a party for being too high, they shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta think of all these people who've been terrified for years. Everybody. But see, people understand. I can say.
Hey, that's deep. That's deep. This is the last one. This tough news. I like him.
And I don't want to bug you guys with this irritating sound.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. That ain't it. Here you go. All right, the sound ain't playing.
He wants her case thrown out.
Miss Honey, I did it.
Not that he didn't do it, but he's saying it passed the 7-year mark. Crazy. Now, Diddy also is realizing he did some terrible dirt and is stating he's worried about his kids and he misses them. Now, maybe he should have thought about that before he did all them damn crimes.
Hey, wait a minute.
Now it seems now it's time to clean out that bullshit, and he better get comfortable in MDC. Kim Lindsay, a retired warden of MD Brooklyn and an expert witness at the Brooklyn facility. So indicating his huge celebrity status and allegations of violence against women make him a very attractive target for assault, Lindsay indicates. And in subculture in the world of jail and prisons, to deliver a hit on somebody like him would be considered an actual badge of honor. Now, there's mention of R. Kelly wound up in that same prison before he went to trial. And they indicated if Diddy is going to be experiencing anything like I know R. Kelly experienced, it's not going to be good. Really, we were concerned about whether or not R. Kelly was alive, frankly. It is inhumane, a whole other world. I mean, grown men. Right? This actually the video in this actually did everything that would make a success. Now, I'm pretty sure he didn't realize this would come back to bite him later, but everything he's saying in this video is pretty accurate to what he's currently being charged for. Y'all check this out.
Okay, let me ask you for some advice here, because clearly I need some. Oh, what was that? I'm the human being. What are you ready for the parties that you throw? You're a great party.
I'm a legend, baby, for a whole bunch of things.
Yes.
You got a live show.
You got a live show now. You're a killer party. What's the ingredient? What just an amazing killer party? Because mine, I put out on the plank, no one comes. Wrong move.
So you're doing the wrong things.
Wrong thing. Okay.
This is what you need to do. Women, beautiful women.
Beautiful women.
Beautiful men for the ladies, of course.
Wouldn't it be better if there weren't beautiful men there? There were just a lot of beautiful women, and then just the guy.
No, you have to make there's enough of this go right to make the ladies give the ladies what they need. You know, you have to take care of your women.
Take care of the ladies. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Right. That's the story of life. What about like celebrities? You have a lot of celebrities
Okay,
here.
first you have to listen. I'm giving you the menu. Okay, let's just take things slow. Okay. He's learning,
and I'm slow.
Yes.
I'm very slow.
Check it out. This is my man. We go way back, but he hasn't told y'all that. We'll talk about that later.
We go way back.
But check this out.
When was that, by the way? We'll get to that later. All right.
Okay. We need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. Not just one alcohol.
Alcohols.
Right. Just different blend. For watering plants?
No. They
Right.
just, so you have, if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Damn.
It's sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
Yeah.
properly, but just
Right.
check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah.
Heat. You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning. Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Build another sexy new word for you.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say it was a new
Sean, you're in my house now, you see. You stumbled into my house.
Please.
It's okay. It's going to be fine.
Okay, cool. Let me finish.
Okay.
Please. You need some good music, and you need me to focus.
Yes.
That is absolutely crazy. Did y'all peep how Diddy said?
Wow. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Yep, Diddy ain't gonna get too much time. Like I said, I broke down the Mann Act at the beginning of the video. Thank you to all my subscribers. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Please hit the like button. All right, I'm coming right back with another one. Damn, it's 12 o'clock. I got to get up.